प्रदर्शन किया, बल्कि धमकी दी थी कि राजपथ को प्रदर्शनकारियों से भर देंगे। 5 मार्च 2014 को भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यालय पर लाठी डंडों को लेकर अशोक मार्ग वाले हमारे पुराने कार्यालय पे हमला किया था, और जिसमें इनकी सेंट्रल वर्किंग कमेटी के लोग थे, यानी जैसे हमारे यहां पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड के लोग हों। 19 फरवरी 2018 को मुख्यमंत्री आवास के अंदर चीफ सेक्रेटरी के साथ भौतिक हिंसा, फिजिकल मारपीट की गई, पिटाई का आरोप। और 13 मई 2024 को अपनी ही पार्टी की सांसद स्वाति मालीवाल के साथ मारपीट। और आज 8 जनवरी 2025 को जबरन मुख्यमंत्री आवास पे पीडब्ल्यूडी मिनिस्टर कह रहा है। मैं उनसे पूछना चाहता हूं, अगर आपकी बातों में रत्ती भर भी सच्चाई थी तो आज चुनाव आचार संहिता लगने की इंतजार क्यों कर रहे थे आप? कल तक तो पीडब्ल्यूडी मंत्री महोदय के हाथ में सब कुछ था। यह लाचारी है या बाजीगरी है, यह दिल्ली की जनता भली भांति समझ रही है। और फिर उसके बाद जिस ढंग से सरकारी कर्मचारियों को धमकाते हुए दिखाई पड़े, यह निश्चित रूप से दिल्ली और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट दोनों के सरकारी कर्मचारियों का भी अपमान है। और यह उनकी उसी अराजक प्रवृत्ति के अनुरूप है जिसमें वो चीफ सेक्रेटरी के साथ मारपीट कर चुके हैं और अपनी सांसद के साथ मारपीट कर चुके हैं। तो इसलिए हम बहुत स्पष्ट शब्दों में कहना चाहते हैं कि आज जो कुछ भी आम आदमी पार्टी ने किया है, यह इनकी उच्छृंखल, उद्दंड और अराजक प्रवृत्ति का सीधा साधा उदाहरण है।
And with that, we're slipping into a very short break. My colleague Rika Roy joins you next.
All set for Trump 2.0. Countdown to January 20th. Terror shadow, visa wars. All the twists and turns. Tracking Trump takeover. Every day at 10:30 p.m. only on NDTV 24/7.
Mahakumbh, a festival of faith, the world's biggest spiritual festival, the divine dip at the spiritual Sangam, a sacred confluence of faith, culture and heritage. NDTV's mega coverage of the Mega Fest. NDTV at Mahakumbh 2025.
We are able to maintain the democratic fabric and the democratic system.
I want to do something that can make a difference.
लगातार जनता की आवाज को सरकार तक पहुंचाने का काम मैं करता हूं।
I was a student up until very recently. I really want to work and do something for my people because they have given me this opportunity. They have elected me.
सोचा नहीं था कि राज्यसभा सांसद बनूंगी।
I've been reporting on all issues, big and small, from Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, rest of South India, bringing you all the action, all that you need to know, all that you want to know.
The energy of Maximum City is infectious. I bring in that energy in our news coverage from financial capital Mumbai.
Covering from the southernmost part of India over the last 23 years, I bring in-depth and 360-degree coverage from the Dravidian heartland.
The land of Mishti is also known for its bitter politics. I have seen much water flow under the Howrah Bridge, covering Bengal in all its vivid colors.
In today's interconnected world, India's voice is more crucial than ever. When India speaks, the world listens. At NDTV World, we are that voice, bringing you intelligent and insightful news from India and beyond. From geopolitics and diplomacy to economic shifts, migrations, tech disruptions, and the stories of our diaspora. We cover the news that shapes our global future. NDTV World, your new home for global news is here.
All set for Trump 2.0. Countdown to January 20th. Terror shadow, visa wars. All the twists and turns. Tracking Trump takeover.
Showdown in Tamil Nadu Assembly over Chennai student rape case. CM Stalin admits that the accused is a supporter but denied that accused is a DMK member. The first Joint Parliamentary Committee meeting on One Nation, One Election is underway. NDTV gets an exclusive. We'll get it for you. The chairperson, PP Chaudhary, speaks to NDTV, says all parties should think about nation building. One body has been recovered from an inundated coal mine in Assam, while several labourers are still trapped inside since the 6th of January. In the capital, this showdown over Sheesh Mahal, AAP protests and demands unlocking of Chief Minister's house. They say that LG is hiding keys, backing BJP's lies, while BJP says that Sheesh Mahal is a proof of AAP's graft. Republican Congressman Lance Gooden writes to US Attorney General asking the indictment of industrialist Gautam Adani, calling it a selective action that risks damaging Washington's critical alliance with India. Congressman also asked if there was any George Soros connection to it. We zoom in at this hour on the story coming in from south of India, from Chennai. There has been showdown in the Tamil Nadu Assembly over the Anna University student rape case. Tamil Nadu, in fact, CM MK Stalin has spoken inside the Assembly, saying that there was an immediate FIR and arrest of the accused. He said that there are baseless allegations to tarnish his party. Opposition is now gunning for the ruling party over this issue. AIDMK MLAs are wearing black shirts and they have also walked out of the assembly. Those are the pictures on your screen of the AIDMK MLAs walking out of the assembly over the Anna University rape case. They are asking for justice for the victim. My colleague Sam Daniel joins me for more on this story. Sam, it's been a stormy assembly session this time around. Tell us what exactly the opposition wants now. The fact that Stalin has said that this the accused is a supporter and not a party member, what more really are they asking for?
Well, Rika, all political parties, the opposition as well as the allies of the ruling DMK had sought call attention motion to discuss, to raise questions on the recent alleged sexual assault on the Anna University campus. And at the end of it, Chief Minister MK Stalin responded, giving information in terms of the action taken, responding to allegations of who exactly is a suspect, and also politically taking on the opposition. To begin with, he says in the case of the Anna University sexual assault case, the FIR was filed immediately. In a few hours, the suspect was arrested and special investigation team's investigation is going on. No matter whoever is involved in this case, all will be arrested. Strict action will be taken, he says. And he is also asking the opposition not to scare women coming to colleges and intimidate them from pursuing higher education. Responding to who exactly is the suspect amid allegations that the arrested alleged perpetrator is a DMK man, Stalin says, I do not deny he is a DMK supporter, but he is not a DMK member. Nevertheless, he says, we have taken strict action. He has been remanded. Now we have also invoked the Gundas Act against him. Taking political potshots on the opposition, he says, in the case of the earlier AIADMK regime, when the infamous Pollachi sexual scandal allegations broke, he says the FIR was then filed only 12 days later, unlike immediate filing of the FIR in this case. And with regard to the BJP raising allegations in the public domain, he says he will not respond to them and bring dishonor, what he calls dishonor, to the assembly. But the opposition is not satisfied. Both the AIADMK and the BJP, they say the chief minister should not be taking shield behind what they call as referring to what happened under the AIADMK regime. Instead, the chief minister ought to have explained what concrete steps are being taken to enhance women's security, to provide security for women, to enhance security on campuses. That's what the opposition says. The BJP says the chief minister has pointed fingers at the opposition, but we expected women safety measures. And the Congress says, although they are an ally, they're not going soft on this. They want a fair investigation, and they're also asking for strict action against whoever is involved. One common question, Rika, all the political parties raised on the floor of the House is, was there another person involved? According to the FIR, it says the alleged perpetrator had referred to someone talking on the phone, had referred to someone as Sir. Who is that Sir? That's the question every political party, every opposition party is asking. Even allies want that question answered, so that there is no doubt, there will be more clarity and transparency, and action ought to be taken if anyone else is involved. Largely, while the government was expected to give specific measures in terms of action being taken on women's safety, the chief minister stopped with explaining the action taken, but not regarding what measures have been taken to enhance women's safety. That's the larger view of the opposition.
Sam, how many people have been rounded up right now, and what really has come out of their questioning?
Well, so far, one suspect who is called as Gnanasegaran, who is a biryani vendor, Rika, who sells biryani outside the campus quite far away. He has managed to gain access into this prestigious institution and has managed to assault the male friend of the survivor and then sexually assault her. So far, one arrest has been made, and the Madras High Court has constituted a special investigation team with 3 women officers as members in that. So investigation is underway. So far, no more arrests. But the question being raised is whether was there anyone else involved, since the FIR mentions that the survivor has told that the man spoke to someone on the phone in her presence, addressing that person as Sir. And that's a big question for which MK Stalin has responded, no matter who that person is, if at all, whether he is from any background, we would take stringent action and bring that person to book. That's what the Chief Minister has said. But so far, technically, one arrest investigation is underway.
Sam, do stay on with us for this story, because we have on the line Salem Dharanidharan, the DMK spokesperson. Thank you very much for talking to us, sir, at this hour. Mr. Dharanidharan, how damaging is it politically now that your Chief Minister has gone on and said on the floor of the assembly that the accused is a DMK supporter?
See, firstly and foremost, I have been saying the same thing, that Tamil Nadu is a safe state for women, and isolated incidents like this have no place in our society. We will make sure that these incidents do not happen. I've also in your debate have said, in the last 3 years after my party has come to power, the initiatives that we have taken for women as well as for women's safety, and which is what has helped Tamil Nadu to be the #1 state. So this incident is an aberration. And again, we are going to take strict measures. Having said that, the accused was immediately nabbed within 3 hours and been arrested, and the law is taking its own course. And again, regards to your question on is there anyone else involved, the High Court in itself has requested the opposition parties not to politicize the matter, point one. And secondly, they have formed their own panel. The High Court has formed a panel consisting of 3 IPS officers, women officers. They are doing the investigation, and investigation revealed already the police commissioner, COP of Tamil Nadu government, has clearly said that there was not, his phone was in aeroplane mode. And investigation will reveal the truth, which in our understanding, that is the truth. So I do not think why this will hamper the party. In fact, if you look, 151 BJP MPs and MLAs have crimes against women. That doesn't mean that we can have such people in our party. We shouldn't, but aberrations can happen.
Dharnidharan, I'm Sam Daniel here.
Yes,
notwithstanding the Dharnidharan, I'm Sam Daniel here. Notwithstanding the action taken by the police in terms of arrest and in terms of invoking the Gundas Act, do you think either the Chief Minister or the DMK as a party should have come clean, acknowledging that this person is a supporter instead of denying initially that he was not a member, which could be technically correct, but this clarification could have been given in the beginning itself, which could have brought in more clarity, credibility and transparency?
So, for example, I was the constituency in charge for Pollachi Assembly, and the constituency has about 2.4 lakh voters, and the party already had 40,000 members, and then we had membership drive in which we additionally recruited another 60,000, which is in the constituency, 1/3 of the electorate is a member of DMK, and they come and join because they like the party's policies. Some of them are intrigued by the ideology of the party, like our leader. Some of them like our deputy chief minister. Some of them have various other reasons, right? So the party in a way reflects society. A society has all kinds of elements. Someone who is very highly educated, someone who is a philanthropist, someone who is corrupt, and someone who is not morally right. That's society anywhere in the world. And because when we saw, but has the party given him anything in the government, or has he been shielded? No. But what happened during the regime of AADMK, Edappadi Palaniswamy in Coimbatore, so in Pollachi rather, the convicts were shielded. It took 2 weeks for the FIR to be filed, and then there is no arrest also. A sitting minister's son and someone having as a position as important as a student wing head for a district was directly involved, and more than lives of 100 women were at stake.
I get your point.
That itself was hid. Here, that's not the case. Any organization reflects.
If I can ask you one more question, Dharnidharan.
Yes, sir. Yes.
If I can ask you one more question, Dharnidharan. Many would have expected that the Chief Minister would have explained what security measures have been taken, enhancements in terms of women's security, to bring in that kind of a confidence among students on campuses and the general public at large. But today he did not share anything of that kind of information.
No. Firstly and foremost, Tamil Nadu is the safest state for women, and even in the last 3 years, a lot of measures have been taken, which I think the youth of this state will agree with me. Of course, after this aberration, there have been other measures that has been worked on, which will be revealed and disclosed immediately. Right? So we are working on something that's going to make sure that even an aberration doesn't happen. And maybe in a few days' time, in a week's time, you will definitely hear on the front.
Let me also go over to Va Pugalendi, AIDMK spokesperson, who joins us at this hour. Mr. Pugalendi, well, the accused has been arrested. CM has said that this person is a supporter of his party, but they are also saying that they have taken adequate measures now. The investigation is underway. What more does the opposition really want from the ruling party?
Hello, you are hearing?
Yes, sir. Please go on.
Oh, yeah. It is unfortunate it has happened this, but here it is very important that our Honorable Chief Minister M.K. Stalin already explained in the Assembly. That is, I am satisfied with that answer and everything, because accused arrested, through the Gunda Act. He is in the jail. Everything is okay. This Excellency Governor also Chancellor of the University. That is also, he is part of the take action and everything. But completely security lapse here. After 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock also, easily you can enter the university. Used to come out all the things going on here. I request through the NDTV, very important point here, negligence. The security part, the both, as soon as the governor, Chancellor of the university and also Tamil Nadu government, I request to take the immediate steps about the security part. We cannot say more than this because my friend from DMK told the old incidents, Pollachi and other thing all, that is also mentioned by the Chief Minister in the Assembly. That is all correct. I am not denying, I don't want to argue that. But very clear, the security, I know very well the Anna University, the security part only, I am requesting because that which way that Honorable CM given the reply, that is enough. Happy for that. No doubt, madam. I do not make any political vent.
Right. Mr. Dharanitharan has to say something. Please go on.
Yeah, I didn't want to speak, Governor, because when we're discussing the issue of women's safety, I wanted to focus on that. But I like to say, Anna University, universities like IIT, NIT, and the union level, there are autonomous institutions. Autonomous, and they're self-run. So, though the Tamil Nadu government will fund Anna University, and maybe union government will fund the IITs and IIMs, the NITs, but they are independently run organizations. They're completely autonomous. So the vice chancellor, who's appointed by the chancellor, is supposed to run the university, but because of the tussle and the governor's non-cooperation, there is no vice chancellor, and registrar who is appointed by the governor is running the university, and who he doesn't, and because he's not appointed by the Tamil Nadu government, he's not accountable to us. And these are the nitty-gritty. So that is why we say the states need more autonomy. The governors should cooperate with the state governments, and that's why DMK has been asking for more federalism since the last 75 years. Because more the federalism, better we can run the state. Now it is more like states' administration is being interfered by the by the union government via the governor. If who's the day-to-day operation is managed by the registrar. If the CCT is not working, the registrar is responsible. Of course, after a year we'll have an audit, and after that the funding is released to these universities. But day-to-day operation, even appointment of from the local guards, even appointing professors, assistant professors, lies solely with the registrar without the vice chancellor. And vice chancellor is the sole head, like how director is head for an IIT, like how director is in charge for an IIM, or director is in charge for an NIT. So I think we'll have to understand these are not.
You would probably agree with the fact that this is no time for passing the buck. One has to add, as the ruling party in the state, the party has to take things in control and give women the kind of security that they deserve in the state. Thank you very much for joining me on the broadcast at this hour. Thank you very much, Sam. Moving on, the parliamentary panel constituted to scrutinize the two simultaneous election bills is holding its first meeting today, with officials of the Law and Justice Ministry scheduled to brief its members on the provisions of the proposed laws. The 39-member Joint Committee of Parliament is headed by BJP MP PP Chaudhary and includes members of all major parties, including Priyanka Gandhi Vadra of Congress, Sanjay Jha of JDU, Shiv Sena's Shrikant Shinde, Aam Aadmi Party Sanjay Singh, and Trinamool Congress's Kalyan Banerjee. BJP says leaders need to rise above party politics. Let me go over to my colleague Aishwarya for more on this story. Aishwarya, very interesting developments there. The first meeting of the Joint Parliamentary Committee on Parliamentary Panel on One Nation, One Election. What do we really expect, and what is the kind of way forward we are hoping to see right now?
Well, the first meeting of the Joint Parliamentary Committee on One Nation, One Election is still underway at the Parliament complex, and this is being chaired by the Bharatiya Janata Party MP and former Law Minister of our country, PP Chaudhary. The committee, which comprises of 39 members, are deliberating upon how the further consultations will be done as far as the political parties are concerned, the judiciary is concerned, and also the election commissions of our country. Certainly, we have been told that it is also the constitutionality, the legality, and the logistical approach of conducting simultaneous polls in the country will be talked upon. Today, it would be Ministry of Law and Justice who would be submitting the presentation in front of the committee members as per as the Ramnath Kovind committee report, which was submitted back in September last year to President of India after having vital consultations, and the committee which stated that there could be an approach that can be reached to hold simultaneous elections, be it the general elections and the state body elections as well. Now, certainly